Okay, is it live? Looks like it's live. Okay, is it live? Looks like it's live. Boop. Copy that. Click that. There we go. Post that. Cool. Copy that. Actually, let me turn the volume down on my computer in general. I want to see how long it takes. I don't know how many viewers I have, and I'm not really going to be paying attention to that too much. I'm just drawing Mythcre. Oop, does the chat not load? No, it did, it did. Okay. I was gonna get a color scheme for him, wasn't I? It was like a dark blue and then black and white, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's the color. Yeah, like that kind of color scheme. I didn't look up any pictures of. I mean, I looked up pictures of Apatosaurus, but with dinosaurs in general, it's kind of hard to know like which of these reconstructions is accurate and which one isn't. Yeah, he looks kind of like weirdly shaped. I should make this guy. Yeah, he should be. His torso should be longer. And he should be covered in dirt and plants. Oh, hello, Cake! Hi, nice to. What a lovely surprise! I'm trying to figure out how to draw a dinosaur who is sleepy and half buried in dirt all the time. Let's see. Yeah. It's gonna get what is those like cartoon things where they've got like little bubbles above their head to denote that they're like tired. Yeah, no, the proportions still feel weird. I mean, that's the head, I guess. Yeah, it looks a little more correct. I'm listening to the iSat soundtrack, a piano cover of the whole thing. That's the thing about dinosaur. I need to make him look wrinkly because that's what every single like long neck sauropod in any media ever is like. They just cover it in wrinkles. I'm pretty sure. Although considering the color scheme I'm gonna give him, I don't know if it'll be super obvious that he's wrinkly because I made him kind of these like dark colors. I'm still trying to figure out what like a good schedule for streaming is. Yeah, literally. Because in all my like OC stuff, I think there was this is like a resident of my little capital city around this like castle thing, and there was like a bunch of guys from the little dinosaur continent that sort of came here. This is like sort of a guardian for all the other. There was a lot of little kid dinosaurs, and this was their guardian. And now that they're like being taken care of by the community at large, he kind of just sleeps most of the time, like half buried. But that's mostly just because I like the image of somebody trying to like storm the castle, and then this beast rises from the soil and then looks at them and is like, yeah, you want to try something, I don't think you want to try something, and then they run away because that's a giant dinosaur. A good like half of these like capital city OCs are based on old webkins I had though, so I'm not entirely sure. The Apatosaurus webkins was like this kind of blue and black. Yeah. Eh. No, I think they had like a bigger belly than that. I don't recognize this song. Which one is this? Oh, this is the country. Do you remember? Yeah, they got like knobby knees. They give them like little knobby knees in art. It's crazy, right? Where? I'm still thinking really hard about like future stuff in my fic that I need to write. That there's like so many things I'm writing right now that I keep being. I'm glad that I'm not posting weekly anymore. I used to like that was like a crazy deadline. Give me a sec. Let me see. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Since I'm writing the second fic that ISAT fic that I'm writing with Lupinodile, because that's like I think I've said before in general that I really like what is that fanfic thing or media thing? Yeah, that media thing, pairing the spares, where it's like, oh, like, I don't know, I do that a lot, or at least I did when I was little. Does there need to be more definition between the head and the neck here? I'm not sure. Let me slap some colors on this. And what was the pattern thing I was gonna do? It was gonna be like... You know what, actually I'll do that in a layer above that. Yeah, I don't draw a lot of dinosaurs, so it's like... The head is a little... No, I think the head needs to be the regular blue. That's what it is. Then it kind of looks like he's got a receding hairline. That's that's extra good. The question is, do I want them like that, or do I want it to be like little ripples? Because his name is Torrent, like a bunch of a flow of water, the Pokemon ability, or something. No, it looks better if it's... Yeah, that's my, There's, like, forever this has been sort of like a Sona that I had. I'm pretty sure, like, when I was little, this started as, like, a Danny Phantom self-insert OC, so I kind of always think of her as some kind of weird little ghost, but nowadays this is more just my own thing, separate from that. But maybe you can tell based on how square the fingers are. That's the origin of that. Like, the problem is, now that I have this little PNG tuber maker, I've made, 4 of them, just because they're so much fun to make. Because I've got this one that's sort of the main one. There's this one that's like a... Oh. This one that's like my little grapey wolf. Who is just delightful. This is the only one I've drawn the full body of. Then I have my little Pokemon Fusion one that I was using for, Pokemon-related stuff. Who knows? I haven't drawn her Anthro yet. I want to. I have the older design that I drew her Anthro. This little Gudra Dragonair thing that I made that I love. That I adore. And then the one that I made, a couple days ago, that's my Minecraft skin. It's so much fun. They're so much fun to make. So silly. There's this, dinosaur game that I've been playing called Path of Titans and stuff, and there's this little, flying rat thing called, the Rampharinkus that I really want to make, and if I could manage to get that game to stream properly, then I would totally make a little one of those for my little favorite dinosaur. But every time I stream Path of Titans, it gets all laggy and stuff. So I can't, unfortunately. Yeah, Minecraft is fun. I'm doing that. I've decided that I'm going to be doing that on Sundays, streaming I made a new hardcore world, because I've attempt 6 of playing Minecraft hardcore. Because I can't. Because I'm really bad at it. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I like this. I kind of think... I don't even remember if I gave him, Just sort of, like, dead, soulless eyes, or what? Oh. Eh? Oop. There we go. I'm trying to think of what other guys I need to draw. I've got a... Okay, what is going on here? Okay, but... Did I do something weird? What's going on? Hmm. Oh, his toes. I forgot about his toes. And then I still need to add wrinkles or whatever. I need to figure out where, though. I think I still have the Webkins that he's based on in my closet somewhere, but I don't really want to fish it out. And I don't want to just copy, like, a design that already exists. Okay, I need to draw... Okay, Arthur the eagle and his wife Crystal the swan. I think I've drawn their adopted baby seahorse already. There's, like, a pair of, like, a brown bear and a polar bear that run a flower shop. I think their names were Holiday and Caesar, I think. Or was it Julius? I think it was Julius, actually. No, there's like a joke behind that, I think, because no, it was when I was in college. Back when I was in college, my husband got me like these like teddy bears for for Valentine's Day, and he accidentally got me 2 of them. He accidentally sent it twice. It was a pink one and a brown one, and I was like, I could call this one Julius. And then when I realized it was, and when the second one got here, I'm like, it'd be funny, I name it Caesar. It's haha, Julius Caesar bear. I don't know if I consider Caesar canon to the lore anymore, but I do think Julius is funny. They got like knobby knees. Oh, it looks weird. Yeah, I don't know how to draw wrinkles is the problem. And a lot of the time, dinosaurs are wrinkly just because they're shrink-wrapped. Because people are, like, doing reconstructions where it's like, they don't give them a lot of body fat, so it hugs the bone a little bit too tight. That kind of stuff. Plus, I'm kind of really bad at drawing knees in general, so I don't really know where I'd put, like, a knee swirl. It looks weird. It looks weird. I kind of want to add like a tiny little bit of dirt on his head, just so that I... I'm trying to think. How many of these random Mythcre OCs have I drawn? Let me open my Mythcre folder. The capital city ones I don't really draw a lot. Okay, the Moon Assassins are here. Moon Assassins are here, but is that literally it? And Bangu. This is the baby seahorse that I was saying. I need to draw his parents and his funny little water wheelchair that I made up. Little fella. You know what? This is fine. I think I need, like, to draw, like, a little guy next to him just to give him this guy a better sense of scale. I have Xantar here somewhere, my little half-feathered T-Rex kid somewhere, if I scroll down far enough. In the... Scroll to the bottom. Okay, that's Jane, that's not it. Gecko, here he is. I think I might want to redesign him since this is, like, old. Yeah, pretty much almost all of these are based on plushies of some kind. First. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I've not drawn Midnight and Amber yet either. I have not drawn. There's like a dragon species that I made up for the setting. That's like I called them heat seekers. That are kind of like they don't have any fire. They're kind of hot. They feel kind of empty. They need like heat to survive, but they can't produce their own. So like in lore, they like mostly they fight over like volcanoes to live in, and they just like sit in there and sap up the heat for as long as they're in there. But the ones that can't like secure a volcano for themselves, hunt and eat phoenixes and stuff. And they've got like a translucent throat pouch that they keep them in there alive or something. But there's like a specific kind of phoenix that their shed feathers retain heat like forever, and they're always hot and burning. And Amber was cursed into one of those dragons, but her mate is one of those phoenixes, so she just sort of puts his feathers in the throat pouch and she's fine, which is lucky for her. But like I haven't designed the Heat Seekers and I haven't designed Midnight, even though I literally still have him. I have like a little treasure box that I put him in, or surrounded by just random baubles that I find. Because that, and then I've literally had that since I was a teenager, and it would feel like weird if I got rid of it now. Part of the main reason I even want to write stories is just because it feels bizarre to not have all these things. Just I don't want them to just be sitting in my brain forever, even if I don't think most of them are gonna get like full-fledged stories of their own. I would love to write a little like anthology or something that was like, okay, here's miscellaneous tales from Mythcre or something. But unfortunately, I don't really have every idea, or I don't really have unlimited time, considering there's always so much other stuff I want to write. Cool. Oh, almost forgot his toes. I love Isat's music. Like this, like the next 3 songs on this song and the next 2 are like my favorite in the entire game. Like it just really, Act 5 really just hits you with like so much all at once. Yeah, that's better. Ba-ba-da-ba. Let me add the little dirt pile. It'll look weird if I don't add a little plant, so I have to add like the... I shouldn't make that just featureless, I should add a little outline. No, this kind of looks weird unless I add, like, more dirt. But I don't want to, like, give him, like, a carpet of, like, grass and dirt in his back, because then it's covering up the patterns that I just drew. Let me just do Sandtire again. How did I do his snout? It's like rounded. Maybe I'll give him like a little puff of feathers on his tail too. Because there's a feather gradient. Some dinosaurs have them and some don't. It's like... I mean, if there's mythical creatures and stuff, I think I can excuse a couple inaccurate dinosaurs. That's... there's like dragons and unicorns and weird things that I've made up entirely. I don't think that an inaccurate dinosaur is gonna break anybody's immersion. How did I do these feathers again? There's like 5 of them, actually. I still think of my original ISAD playthrough and just how hard I was sobbing at this part. I just, like, I could not, like, see. It was... it was not... It was so unfair. It was probably my husband just, like, staring at me, like, sort of watching, just, like, amused at how absolutely, like, unwell I was. Which, like, yeah, I was unwell. It's such a good game. How did I do his feet? Oh yeah, this is back when I drew feet like legs like this because I didn't know what I was doing. I think literally from like the end of MDP onward, I was just like straight up could not. I was crying for that entire last like hour or more. I was not okay. Did I give him a back paw? I did. A claw, I mean. And I was voicing everything all by myself, and I was just sort of sobbing out, like, my readings of everything. It was crazy. And my first... No, but I felt so bad, and this didn't... Like, I didn't, like, look stuff up to try to get all the events like you did. So my first ending was one hat, and so I went to go, like, say goodbye to Loop, and nothing was there, and I felt really bad because I was, like, super judgmental and suspicious of Loop the entire game. And then I go there, and there's just... Loop's just gone, and I kind of was like, oh no, I did that. I did that. Because the entire game, my husband was like, it's like, why are you so mean to Loop? And I'm like, I don't trust them. I don't trust like that. And then they were gone, and I felt really bad. Like, it... It was shocking. I mean, I didn't know how to get it either, is the thing. I didn't bother with the coin. Like... Nope. What? Loop typo. Get in there, get in into the torment nexus with you. Oh wow.